All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol JAGX, Jaguar Health Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And I just want to quickly announce that I do have a Twitter account now. You could follow me on Twitter down below in the description. And stay tuned to the end of this video because I have a new ticker symbol to share with you guys that you're going to want on your watch list, okay? I've talked about WBA, Walgreens Boots Alliance, and now I have a new one for you guys. So stay tuned for that till the end of this video so we can go over that stuff. So let's jump into JAGX, Jaguar Health Inc. So I had another run, and interesting enough, you could see that resistance was used as support, and it continued to bounce off of it in the upward direction. This is why I believe chart analysis are pretty powerful, just like looking at different indicators, because by doing these chart analysis, you can catch on to these cues and these behaviors in the stock's performance, and it quiets down the noise from the news, the speculation, and so forth. So as I talked about it in the previous videos, we saw this run, and we're seeing here periods of consolidation, right? When you look at this here, that's a period of consolidation. It ran up, period of consolidation, ran up again, slight period of consolidation, and it's running up again. That's some pretty decent stuff. I was saying that the slight pullback here was leveling off and it was looking healthy. Exactly what it did afterwards. It started to pull up and reach newer highs. I did state that the resistance level needed to be broken through significantly so it could pull away from the 50-day moving average, and it certainly did that. So Jagx was on the move while the whole market was kind of moving sideways or downwards. Jagx continued working its way up to newer highs. Pretty interesting stuff, and I did tweet about it. So if you haven't joined me on Twitter, check it out. The link will be in the description down below. So Jaguar Health Inc. has actually ended up at new resistance levels and newer highs. It's at 407, and the 50-day moving average is 298. I want every single investor to write that down. Very important number to keep in mind moving forward, and to have a support level in between our current support and the 50-day moving average. This is another good point of reference here at 344 to kind of have a midway point between how this reacts in bullish territory between support and the next support level, or support level between the 50-day moving average and that support of 344. So I would personally dissect the chart like that. You don't have to. You can just use the support level I'm about to talk about, but you never know with this volatility in the upward direction how volatile it can go in the downward direction, and you can have different sections to look at the behavior very closely of who's dominating on the way down or up, because this is all bullish territory, but every step closer downwards is a step closer to the 50-day moving average and ending up in bearish territory. So you really want to watch that very closely, and that's what I would do. You don't have to use it, but 344 is just a suggestion. Now, our true support is up here at 374. That's the lowest point within the last couple of hours, and after reaching these highs that we're about to talk about, and then slightly dipping and leveling off at 407. So 374 is an important support level because it's the first one before working its way down to newer lows and getting closer to the 50-day moving average. So 374, you want to watch the behavior. If it gets crossed, how it's reacting between 344, this is just a suggestion, and 374, and see if the bulls are trying to bring this back up or the bears are tearing this one down fairly fast. But keep in mind, all of this here is bullish territory still and everything above. So until it crosses the 50-day moving average, the bears have not gained control. But every step downwards, like I stated earlier, is a step closer to gaining control. Now, our resistance is actually this top peak right here. I don't know why it kind of landed a little bit below. It was almost touched twice by these two here, but the highest point reached was 446. When we zoom out, that's the highest we've seen Jagx for quite some time now. So even going all the way back to July of last year, it has not touched these numbers. So this is very important here. this resistance level needs to be broken through, needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can continue this momentum. Now, if this stock was to go ahead and hang out sideways, right, and not just collapse completely and kind of hang out sideways and not break through the resistance, that could be a healthy sign like we saw here and like we saw here, forming a consolidation before the next high, because that would show that investor sentiment, they're staying invested in the company, they're not pulling out their profits just yet or their initial investment, and they're actually holding because investor sentiment is bullish and this could continue to go up. Now, there could be a slight pullback, which you want to watch for, but if this was to just hang out sideways, the thing about that is that the 50-day moving average will catch up to the price, and at some point, the bulls are going to have to pull up, or this will cross the price, and then you could see here, once it crosses the price, that's when the bulls actually try to reappear hefty and strong to go to the next level. So we have to watch it carefully. We have to see what's going on. But most importantly, right now, for the momentum to be guaranteed and continue in the upward direction, 446 needs to be broken through and turn into a support so that the bulls can pull away from the 50-day moving average and continue upwards into bullish territory. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell. By clicking on the bell, you won't miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. So, for all of you guys that have stayed to this point, thank you guys so much, and thank yourselves, because if you've been staying till the end of this video or all the videos I've been doing lately, and you waited for that Walgreens stock to add to your watch list, today I have another one, and you definitely want to have it on your watch list. It's already risen from $24 since I did a video on it back in December to about $29, almost $30 right now. It might be having a slight pullback that might be a little bit healthy. You need to watch, obviously, the chart. Do your due diligence on that ticker symbol and research. If you want to see the due diligence and research that I did a full video on it, so you can comment down below, how do you feel about Jagx, or just comment anything in general about the video or about the ticker symbol that I'm about to talk about and that you want to see that video, and I can go ahead and directly share the link with you down below. The ticker symbol is ALGM. Some of you might be like, what is that? Never heard of it. And some people might be like, I've heard of it, or I came across it one time, but I overlooked it. This is a stock that IPO'd in November, and it has the potential to continue to rise. I mean, it's already risen past some analysts' target pricing, and I think if anything, they're going to upgrade their target, and that's going to be good for the stock overall. And then also going into the 5G era and things just innovating and growing, having to do with what that company centers around, it's going to be a big deal, and there's going to be big potential. So if you're interested in that video of my due diligence and research, I will share it with you guys, but I highly suggest adding it to your watch list and doing your own research as well. You're going to find a lot of great things talked about that company, and the fact that it IPO'd, I mean, the limits are limitless for this company. I mean, I think it's actually pretty underpriced compared to its competitors. Obviously, you have to look at their balance sheet and look at their market capitalization and the size of their company and revenue. But if they're kind of right there, I just believe that the more exposure they get, the more it's going to rise and the more it's going to grow, and their revenue is going to grow as well. And they have a market share in the innovations coming forward. So it's a big deal. So once again, that ticker symbol is ALGM. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.